This is a charity that comes directly from the heart of my wife and me, and the heart of every one of 330 volunteers who dress up every day to play, and they play hard and they play well.
One of the region's largest charities went before the St. Johns County Planning and Zoning Board. Liz Ryan tells us why.
Co-founder of Epicure, Ken Mulford, described to the board the Herculean task they take on every day.
It is a food rescue and food distribution charity. We currently process about 1 million pounds of food every month.
They bring food to those who need it in 4 counties.
About 50% of that is St. Johns County. The other 50% or so is in Putnam County, Duval County, and Flagler County.
Ken learned an astonishing fact back in 2018 that moved them to found Epicure.
Approximately 30 to 40% of the food produced in this country is wasted. It lands in landfills. And then we also discovered that 1 in 6 people in the United States is food insecure. Literally, we were throwing away the solution to food insecurity.
And they have really grown since then.
We are now up to 1 million pounds on average per month of food distributed to around 2,000 families.
Epicure accepts donations of food that would otherwise be thrown away from many sources. Then they distribute that food to those in need.
And one of the best ways to get food in the kinds of volumes that are necessary to feed 6,000 human beings every week is to utilize semi-trucks.
Epicure owns about 3 acres at the intersection of South Holmes Boulevard and State Road 312. A sliver of that is still zoned open rural, and they've asked to change it to commercial warehouse.
Or the ability to actually facilitate semi-trucks, maybe 1 or 2, at most 3 in any given week.
They got unanimous approval from the board.
This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine, conveniently located off I-95 at exit 311.
In other news,
Good morning, this is Commissioner John DePrater from the city of St. Augustine.
and he has an invitation for you.
I will be at the Flamingo Coffee Shops on Anastasia Boulevard on the island this morning from 8:30 to 9:30.
You can talk to him about anything you'd like. Some of the topics he thinks might come up are
Mobility and flooding, and I would like folks to come out and tell me specific things about that if they have any ideas. I know getting around town is an issue. We're trying to work on that, provide more multimodal options for people to get around town safely. These are things that I'm interested in. I think folks might have other things that they could be interested in.
This is part of Coffee with the Commissioner Week. Next up will be Commissioner Cynthia Garris. We'll bring you more on that tomorrow. And news from the beach. The Sustainability and Environmental Planning Advisory Committee is hosting another event in their Environmental Speaker and Film series. Kyle Gorecki of the nonprofit Once Was Lost will explain how to turn plastic waste into community opportunities. That's happening at the Anastasia Island Branch Library tomorrow at 5:30. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
So this is our annual recruiting event, and it's just a unique opportunity. If you ever thought about becoming a professional driver and thought it was too daunting, we just say, come out, take a test drive.
The St. Johns County School District Transportation Department is inviting residents to come drive the bus with us this Saturday from 8 to 11 in the morning at First Coast Technical College's Public Safety Campus. Phil Rizzo is the Assistant Director of Transportation for the St. Johns County School Department.
Our staff will be on site from a recruiting standpoint to answer questions about benefits and pay and all that stuff, and just try to make folks comfortable with maybe becoming a professional bus driver. We're probably looking to hire about 30 people between now and the end of the semester or first part of January when we have our classes scheduled.
It's more than just an open house. Visitors can test drive a full-size school bus, meet the transportation team, and enjoy food, music, and giveaways. Also on site, One Blood's Big Red Bus and Baptist MD Anderson's Buddy Bus mobile mammography unit. The mammogram bus will require pre-registration. And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's local morning news. I'm Rich Carroll.